improved to 8-5 yesterday behind Dak Prescott's career-high 455 passing yards and 3 touchdown passes. All of those touchdown passes went to Amari Cooper. Cooper became the first Cowboy with at least 200 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns in a game since, Michael Irvin. Back in 92.
Did we win the Super Bowl that year?
Here's my question.
Going on right there, just
history gonna repeat itself.
Yeah. Something like that.
Can they do it this year, though, is my question.
Can the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl?
Can they make it back to the Super Bowl?
Oh, my gosh. Can you ask the question one more time? Just to hear those names, Cowboys and Super Bowl.
How much of a shot do you get?
Again.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It has been a minute. It has been a minute. But that minute has passed us by now because this is a great opportunity. Absolutely, the Cowboys. You think about it, and we said this, and a lot of people have said this. Don't try to change it now. At one moment, the Saints were the best team in the NFL. They beat the Rams. They were the best team in the NFL. The Cowboys went and beat the Saints. I've watched the Cowboys put together a great game offensively. They did that against the Jets. I watched different components win games throughout this season now for the Cowboys. The Redskins game, Amari Cooper won that game. We watched Zeke wins game. We watched the defense win. They can do this now. All they have to do is put it all together, Skip. They still hadn't put it all together yet and had that great blowout game. You said it right here yourself. Man, Dak missed some plays yesterday. The Cowboys left plays on the football field yesterday. When they clean up that stuff, they'll be as good as anybody, especially behind that defense that they have on the football field right now. Absolutely. You can run, you can play defense, and now you're incorporating that great passing game with the young Amari Cooper, who looks like a young Mike Irvin, who just had 200 yards since the young Mike Irvin that was in the game. Absolutely. They can go back to the Super Bowl where a young Mike Irvin took them before.
Well, when I look at it like this, I believe they can win a home game. Can they beat the Bears at home? Sure. Can they beat Seattle if they possibly make it to the playoffs? Sure. Do I believe that they can go on the road and beat New Orleans in their building? I do not. Do I believe they can come to L.A. and play in the Coliseum? Now, the L.A. do not have. Now, that would be like a Dallas home game because remember, Skip, when the Green Bay came out here, it was like a Green Bay home game in the Coliseum.
Especially in Southern California.
Yes.
Cowboys.
So the Rams would lose any edge of home field they might have, but I just believe to lead back, and by that time he would have played himself back into football shape. I don't believe they could go on the road and win those 2 games. And then I want us to invite Michael Irvin back on the show. Once that thing come to a screeching halt, Mike, is it that energy you came out with today?
I'll be right here.
Yeah.
He's going to invite himself back on the show.
Right here. I'm going to be sitting outside.
Show up anytime. You have an invitation. Come in.
Okay, let them go and win those games. And you won't invite me. You don't need to invite me. I'm going to be sitting outside by your car when you pull up. So like to hear hey, my agent said y'all ain't called. Can I get back on this show right now?
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to be a little careful here.
Right now.
There's still 3 games to go, and Andrew Luck has been crazy hot.
He's been hot, man.
I don't know. And they have to go up there, and then they play Jameis back in Dallas. Okay, but Tampa hung in there with New Orleans, which brings me to the Saints, by the way. Well, they finish at the Giants, and don't let them have to go up to the Giants to win the game.
Oh, they'll say he goes play small. That's what they'll say.
Well, they didn't need. Who's that guy? Odell? What's his name?
Saquon. Saquon say he's the best back in the East.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's Saquon bad boy now.
So I want to be careful with this because it ain't over until it's over, and they got to make it over by going and winning one of these games somewhere because they're up 2 with 3 to play. And I don't want it to come down to that game at the Giants because that's a little dicey because the Giants have been playing pretty to very well. Am I right?
Yep.
So the Eagles have a tough game at the Rams. Maybe they'll lose their way out of it. Right. But the point is, this team beat New Orleans head-to-head. I know it was at Jerry World, but it was on a Thursday night, and you were there, and you were front and center. And it was a big deal and a big clash and a big moment for that team to come of age. So do I think they could win at New Orleans? It would be really difficult. Do I think they would go in there with high confidence? Yeah.
Right. Because it's not just they beat them, it's how they beat them.
They beat them. They held them to
Right.
what
It's
were
how
they,
they beat 'em.
2 out of 9 on third down?
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Right.
And under 200 yards. But the question is,
Right.
do you believe Dallas can summons up that type of defensive performance one more time?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, that's the unit that gets better by the snap.
I was there. I watched, and I love him. I watched Kamara when Jalen Smith ran all the way across that field and laid hands upon him.
Bam! That should have been, that was a helmet to helmet. They got to call that, right?
That's the second time.
Well,
he hit him earlier in that game.
Yeah, he did.
He hit him early in that game. And I saw Kamara, I was like, what was that?
Where'd that come from?
Oh, my God.
Oh, y'all got out
You know
there.
what I mean? Yes, and that's what I'm saying. When you go, it's not just that you won the game, it's how you won the game that gets you to carry that confidence and say, we'll play them anywhere, anytime, any kind of game you want to play, because they were physical to New Orleans. They were physical. And I'm willing to see if New Orleans, if the Rams can face that kind of physical defense.
I agree with
and
that.
we saw yesterday
They could not.
that they could not.
No.
They could not. How dare you put mouth together, lips smacking one with each other, and say the Cowboys can't get there when you saw the defensive performance take out the Rams.
How dare you, Shannon Sharp?
Let me ask you a question. Is it going to be 15 degrees in L.A.?
Oh, my God.
I'm just asking. I'm not a
It won't be 15 degrees.
Okay.
It
Which
won't be
would
15
be good
degrees.
for our team.
But they were sweated. There were 15 men on defense with the speed that these
That's
Cowboys run around with.
Okay.
That's what we're talking
Have that
about.
same energy now.
That's what we're talking about.
Yep.
But you saw Roquan Smith doing it. That's a bad boy, too.
He is.
I know we talk about Khalil Mack, but Roquan Smith was bad.
Oh, they were hunting. Oh, he had
yesterday.
Tremaine was coming down
They
here.
were hunting, boy. They were hunting. I'm telling you. But just know, the same hunting that they were doing, we got hunters like that on defense in Dallas. And I'm telling you, yes, you can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
You heard what I said?
We're gonna end it right there. They can't get better than that.
You didn't say that. You're a yes, we can. I ain't hear no yes, we will.
Michael, you're amazing. Thank you for joining us finally.
Way to go.
Remember that standing
You
invitation.
are the
Come on in anytime.
Well, I will definitely be back.
All right. We're back after this to wrap up this craziness. A couple minutes to go here on Undisputed. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.